What's going on, everybody? Well, had a cold front blow in and it feels amazing outside. Probably in the, I don't know, mid to low 60s right now. Feels great. Really overcast, as you can see out behind me. It's that time of year. Hopefully, yesterday it was what, 95 here? So hopefully that's the last 90+ degree day we have. But it's hard to tell with Texas. So, well, today I am working out in the shop with it. Cool weather and everything moving in. That also signifies hunting season, and we got some animals to work on, and figured I'd bring y'all along with me. Let me show you what we got here. So that is a longhorn bull that was recently sent to the processor, and the owner wanted to turn it into a skull mount. That is a dead head that he found as well. The deer had died and they found it after. You can see it has some hide on there a little bit. And in the mystery bag, let's talk about the mystery bag. I'm gonna give y'all some guesses. Comment below, what do y'all think it is? Nobody's gonna get it, but what do you think? We'll see if y'all are right. That is, it's grossness to the highest degree. That is a deer head. Customer called me, said his deep freeze was in his garage and the breaker tripped. And he said for several days they were walking around in the garage trying to figure out what the smell was. And they finally figured out that the deep freeze, the breaker that the deep freeze was on, had tripped, and everything in the deep freeze had rotten, including a deer head he had in there. He'd had it in there ready to do a shoulder mount on it and had the hide and everything with it, and it was nasty. He texted me and asked me what I thought, and I was like, well, you're definitely not gonna be able to do a shoulder mount unless you buy another hide for it, or cape for it is what they call it. So he decided he wanted to do a skull mount on it. He asked me if he could bring it to me, so I said sure. Every now and then we'll get one in that's really nasty like that for one reason or another, and this is a bad one. Might be the worst I've ever done. I have not even opened it yet, but it smells really bad. So just comes with the territory. I got a pretty, my stomach's pretty used to that kind of stuff. Not much bothers me anymore. I just suck it up and get it done. So I'm about to do that with that one. So, and then I got a couple animals that are ready to start bulling. They're in my little shed right there. I'm gonna get set up out here and bull those. There's a deer and then there's a domestic goat in there that somebody brought us. So real quick before we get started, while we're on the topic of freezers going bad, just want to share something with y'all. They sell on Amazon. I do not have one. I've read about them. I'm gonna buy one. But they sell alarms for your deep freezes. In my adult life, I've heard probably a half a dozen or more stories of people having a full freezer. Either the freezer goes bad, or they lose power because the breaker trips, something like that, and they end up losing all their meat. Hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars worth of meat could be lost like that, if it goes bad and you don't know it. So this big deep freeze that we have right here, that's what we keep 95% of all of our stuff in. It's hard to see from back here, but right here on the bottom, it has a green light on there. And when you pull in the driveway, when we pull in our driveway, we can see it. We always look for it. But that's one of those things you could probably easily forget to look, for a couple days and something happens. So I'm gonna look up those Amazon, those alarms on Amazon, see if I can find them. If I do, I'll put a link in the description for y'all. But that's definitely something that needs to be done for anybody who has a deep freeze with, domestic animals or wild game there, or whatever you might keep in there. A little bit of insurance to hopefully not have to lose all of it. So just wanted to bring that up to y'all. Like I said, that's something I've heard a lot about, and that would be devastating for us especially. We've got in that deep freeze right there, we've got a couple pigs that we've raised, and then a lot of deer meat that we've harvested over the last year or two. So all right, y'all, now we're gonna get after it. All right, y'all. Well, got a lot done today. I'll take y'all in the shop and show here in a minute. We got, I'm not gonna show it on camera, but got this longhorn over here, trying to get the horns off of it. Longhorns have, as their name implies, have horns, like cattle and goats all have horns. So this is one of the horns I got removed. There will be flesh between this part and the actual, there's a bone that goes inside of here. So when you're doing a horned animal, you have to remove this horn sheath off and then clean the inside of it really good, get all that extra flesh and stuff out of there. And then sometimes they'll kind of delaminate like this. That's not uncommon. What I'll do is sand that down, and it'll look real nice. It'll bring out a lot of the color in it, and it'll look real nice when I'm done. So but yeah, that's what that horn looks like. And then the other one, it's in the pot right now, so I just boil them for a little bit, and then they'll eventually break loose, and you just pop them right off there. So this one, the bigger they are, the harder they are to get off. I've done some that are 6 or 7 foot long, and it takes half a day to get them off there. So but yeah, this part's done. So I'll just take y'all in the shop and show y'all what else we got done here real quick. Some of y'all may have not seen the inside of our little taxidermy shed before. This is where we store most of our stuff. We've got a few propane bottles, keep all of our big pots. This is what we put deer heads in to boil. Burners here, spare deep freeze back there in the back. But here's the dead head is right there, the lighter colored horns, and then that really bad stinky buck is right here with the darker colored horns. And it's a big deer, really big deer. Like I mentioned earlier, the guy that shot it was going to do a shoulder mount on it, and I don't blame him. It's a really, really large deer. So got those in there soaking. I'm losing my light here. Let's go inside. There we go. So here's the deer. I showed this on camera here recently. This was one of the first deer we had dropped off. There's a little bit of fading right here on the horns. I'll touch that up. And this is the goat here. Same thing with the goat. These are the horns that came off of it. They're going to be really pretty when they go back on there. So I'll end up using Bondo or super glue to attach those back on there. And this customer, this was their pet goat, and she does not want the skull whitened. So it's going to have a yellowish color, whatever it comes out to. That's what it's going to be. That's how she wants it. So. Well, everybody, I think I'm going to end this video. I'm waiting on that to get that last horn off that longhorn out there, and that's going to be the end of it. Definitely out of practice when it comes to doing this type of work. My back's hurting a little bit. When I have to do the power washer, I bend over a lot, and so ready to get this done, go inside and rest. But be looking for a lot more taxidermy related videos coming up, and then a lot of hunting stuff coming on. We got hunting trips planned here in the really near future. Got a public land duck hunting camping trip planned for me and the boys. Got a guided whitetail trip planned for me and the boys. And then a lot of public land pig hunting and duck hunting stuff here close by. So everybody's really looking forward to it. Reed's done with baseball, which is going to free up some time. Easton is doing theater still, and Reed has a few more football games left, maybe 2 or 3. And then he'll be wrapped up with all sports. So yeah, really excited about what's to come in the coming months. Got some awesome collaborations with some companies that are coming up. I'm looking at a box on the other side of the camera there. Really cool thing that we're going to show y'all on camera. Shanna reached out to a company. They sent us some stuff that we have been using before they sent it to us, and reached out to them because how much we like their product. And she's going to be doing a video on that and showing y'all. So lots of cool stuff coming up, lots of fun stuff. Thank y'all so much for watching, and we'll see y'all again.